Hey everybody, welcome back to another 5-minute test drive here at Pappas Toyota. I'm Tim. Today we're driving a 2017 Jaguar F Type all-wheel drive 2-liter diesel, turbo diesel. Really neat car. Lots of really nice luxury features in this car. Obviously it's got nav, touchscreen display. It does have that diesel engine, which is great on gas and lots of torque, so it's lots of fun to drive. Leather seats, heated seats, front and rear. It's got a nice panoramic sunroof. Rear hatch automatically goes up and down. We've got, like I said, heated front seats and rear seats, automatic climate control, start, stop on the engine. Just a really nice car. Now here, I'm not going to tell you I know a whole lot about British cars, but I can tell you this. If you pick up this car, you know, not a lot of your friends are going to have these because they're not super common, but hey, what a neat car. So let's take it for a test drive and see how we like it. So my first impression of this car is really good. The suspension feels really good, so when you're driving around the road, it's nice and smooth, but it's nice and tight, so it goes around corners really well. It definitely feels like a luxury car. The interior is very spacious. It's very quiet in here. All the materials are really nice. Nice plastics, nice leather. This is a low mileage car, only 22,000 miles on it, so it's practically brand new. It is a 2017, so it's only one model year old. I'm about ready to get on the highway here so we can check out and see how the engine goes. Alright, so it's got some pretty good acceleration for on the highway. It's not the fastest car you've ever driven. It is a diesel engine, so which means it's not going to be super quick, but it does have a lot of torque, and it does have a turbo, so it is going to be peppy, but it's just not going to be the fastest car you've ever driven. Diesels are really good on gas mileage, and they're very economical, but they're not speed demons by any stretch of the imagination. Wow, really nice radio in this car. Really sounds like a luxury radio in this vehicle. Car's doing great, drives great. Just in the short time I've had it on the road, we're already achieving 24 miles per gallon, which for, you know, a mid-size SUV is really good. I think you'll really appreciate the economy of this vehicle. You know, you don't feel like you're giving up a lot with this car with the diesel engine. It's definitely quick, it's definitely peppy, but you are going to achieve, you know, close to 30 miles per gallon in this thing, driving it around town and on the highway. So for those of you who are a little more budget conscious or want to not consume as much fuel, this is a good choice. You know, this is an all-wheel drive car, so it's going to perform well in the wet and in the dry. Just the short time I've been driving it here, the suspension feels great. It feels like it steers really well. It feels really tight. You know, you really feel like you're driving a car, not driving a truck. So it's very, very easy to drive and very much fun to drive. You know, this is a practically new car. It's only got about 23,000 miles on it. The seats are in really good shape. They're very comfortable, nice leather seats. They are heated, so nice for these cold St. Louis days. So this thing has an enormous sunroof. It goes almost the entire length of the car, and when you hit the button, it'll open up automatically. I mean, it's really a big sunroof. You know, one of the cool things about Jaguar is, you know, they're pretty unique. So, you know, there's not a lot of them around. So it's safe to bet that if you pick up this car, not many of your friends, or maybe any of your friends, are going to have this thing. So you really stand out. You really can make a statement with this car. You know, the transmission in this thing is really smooth. It's shifting either under power or just cruising around town. It's a really smooth transition between gears. I think you'll really appreciate how nice and luxurious this car feels when you're driving it around. Okay, final impressions are really, really good with this car. I didn't go into this test drive with a lot of expectations, didn't know what to expect from Jaguar, not really a Jaguar expert, but I gotta tell you, this car is a lot of fun to drive. Does not feel like an SUV, doesn't feel like a diesel. We achieved about 26 miles per gallon just driving around town pretty quickly. So I think this is a great value for anybody looking for a luxury car that was wanting to make a statement, wants to stand out a little bit and have something a little bit different than everybody else. And hey, save some money on gas. This is a fantastic automobile. Come by Pappas Toyota, take it for a test drive. 10011 Spencer Road in St. Peters, right off Highway 70, right next to Mid Rivers Mall.